It'll be perfect. No, you're absolutely right. The atmosphere is absolutely electric. We got Pat supporters here to our left, and right, they've turned out their thousands this evening. They're making a huge amount of noise. One attacking the near post, one at the back. Love to see a lot more of that this evening. Pat's been a little bit more direct. Not taking too much time to get the ball from back to front, get it into wide areas.
Oh, Brendan Kavanagh's giving it away. Here's Aaron Green. Takes it on himself. Oh, wonderful finish. Rattles it in off the post. What a campaign he's having, Aaron Green. One misplaced pass by Brendan Kavanagh and ruthlessly punished by Green, who's got a happy knack of scoring against St. Pat's, and it's not taken him long here to find his 8th of the season.
Ruthless, there's no other word to describe it. Just spoke about Pat's maybe getting the ball back to front a little bit earlier. Well, that was the opposite, trying to play out from the back through the thirds. Brendan Kavanagh is usually very good. You can usually trust him there in these situations. Technically a very good player. But he passed it right to Aaron Green there. Didn't panic the Rover centre forward. Knew he had the Pats defender in front of him, Joe Redmond. Just shifted onto that left foot. So accurate. Controlled finish, wasn't it? Didn't lash out at Des. Exactly what he wanted.
Last season in winning the 4 in a row. And you look at the big games, I guess, as they would have been seen. They delivered in those. 7 out of 12 points against Derry, 10 out of 12 against Pats, 10 out of 12 against Bows, and looking for a second goal here. Nugent's in the penalty area. Green looking to do it all on his own. Rogers with another big save. It's 𝗵𝗺𝗃. Rogers in the way again, and eventually hacked away by Redmonds. And Pat's grateful to hear the whistle. Well, a few great opportunities Shamrock Rovers have had now to double their advantage, but finding Danny Rogers standing in their way.
Yeah, great play initially by Johnny Kenny. Again, that pass in behind. Aaron Green 1v1 against 𝗏𝗧𝗍. Just checks back inside. Pat centre-half can't shift his body weight. But again, it's Rogers again, sensing the danger, getting out, making himself as big as possible. It's a great save. That's an easier one. A little bit of luck there. Doesn't fall directly at Green's feet. Now, wanting to win the ball, sometimes you can't win it. Got to take a step back, allow the opposition player to have it. Maybe just nick it off him. It's a great position now for Pats. That aerial threat that we spoke about. Really test this Rovers defence.
And it's Brendan Kavanagh standing over it again.
They got a doorstop is behind the wall. That's not needed. A draft excluder, whatever they call it, there, won't be needed on this occasion. It's heading to the back post.
And that's where Kavanagh goes. Great delivery, 1-1. Luke Turner. Well, what a debut campaign he's enjoying, the 21-year-old, once at the Shamrock Rovers Academy. That's already his 3rd goal for his new side, St. Pat's. And after surviving a few scares at the other end, thanks to no small part to Danny Rogers, that's a fantastic header.
Yeah, little overload at the back post. I think it's a big mistake from Rovers, putting 4 players in the wall and the draft excluded Eds. When everybody in the stadium knows this ball's going to get floated to the back post, would have been better losing at least one of the men from the wall and the draft excluder and put them in that defensive line in around that back post area. Because Luke Turner had nobody to beat, just walked onto the cross. Such a simple header.
To find this season, Pats. Here's Green. Lovely little cut on the inside of Redmond, driving towards goal. This time he does look for Nugent. Sets it up for Kenny, looking to bend one, and Rogers. Well, was he a little unsighted, I wonder? Looked a late reaction, but a good reaction. Got his hands to it and away to safety.
Yeah, that's one of his easier saves for me. Great plan again. Aaron Green, head up, looking for the next pass.
And these are the areas where Rovers have had issues. Melia and Turner on the back here. Redmond towards the front along with Forrester. Here it comes. Oh, Paul stayed at home, and that was so awkward for Darren Nugent heading back towards his own goal. He had to try and keep tabs on the goal scorer Turner.
Just surprised he hadn't scored this. Again, this is a harder header, don't get me wrong. Darren Nugent's in his vicinity, but even still, expect the Turner to make slightly better contact than that. He's physically stronger than Nugent, we know that. Nugent.
Jeff Byrne and Dara Burns on the way. Still over half an hour to go. Noonan round the back. Oh, it's there again. But it's a carbon copy. Josh Honohan celebrating with his defensive partners. Well, Noonan floated it and just needed someone attacking it back there. Honohan was attacking it. Cleary was as well. And it's Daniel Cleary who guided it in.
I think Looking at the closest past defender, looks like Jamie Lennon to me. Exact same area Adam Turner scored. Just somebody has to get in contact with him. It can't be that easy. Can't clear to head that ball into the back of the net. Somebody's got to be making physical contact with him in that area of the penalty.
Lennon. That's a well-weighted ball. Mason Melia is in. Goalkeeper slips, and Melia finishes in style. Well, they weren't behind for long. Mason Melia with a sumptuous finish. First real chance he's had, and he's taken it.
Yeah, Sean O'Connor's got his reward. Persevering with this kid down the centre of the pitch. He's made this run a number of times this evening. Just spun in behind those Shamrock Rovers defenders. Roberto Lopez in particular. I think he sensed he's got the beating the Rovers captain in a foot race. Certainly the case on this occasion. Roberto Lopez trying to drop into the space. He knows the ball's coming in there, just hasn't got the leg speed to get there. 𝗵𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗀 just slips at the wrong moment as well. Look at the Rovers goalkeeper, slips to the ground there. That's absolutely vital. Can't get out quick enough. Just offers Melia the opportunity to lob him. Not an easy finish there, does it? Great composure and technique from the young Pat centre forward.
It's in the circumstances behind early, twice behind in the game. All that's gone on in terms of the managerial position the last few days. They're not going to settle. They still feel there's a winner in it for them, and 𝗵𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺 driving on to his right-hand side. 𝗵𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺. Decision time now. Sets it to the edge, and 𝗵𝗵𝗺𝗺𝗺 trying to check back onto his right, fires it away, and that's a flying save from 𝗵𝗵𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗺. Well, we've been eulogising over some of the efforts of Danny Rogers in the other goal. But this, when they needed him, 𝗵𝗵𝗺𝗺𝗺s flies into action for Rovers.
Oh, little body swerve there from Cian Levy, loved it. Knocks Nugent off balance. Have a look at it here. Just this little shimmy gets him his half a yard. Lovely strike, great save from the Rovers goalkeeper. Brilliant play.
Standing. The point is a good point here, but 3 points for others elsewhere. It's a very, very big result. A generous round of applause from all around the stadium here. Two sides who gave it their all. But in what's been a turbulent week for St. Patrick's Athletic, they've come away from home to the home of the champions, twice come from behind, with Mason Melia's goal brilliantly taken midway through the second half, ensuring a point for St. Pat's. The one ruled out they'll have to look back on, and our studio panel will do exactly that. Graham and Conan with Peter. Full time here, Shamrock Rovers 2, St. Patrick's Athletic 2.